Hello, namaste, vanakkam. A language debate has started in this country once again. How do we respond to this debate? That's what I'm going to talk to you about. You may be from the south, you may be from the north. You may be Hindi speaker, you may be Bengali speaker, Tamil speaker, or speaker of a language not recognized in the constitution. How do we sensibly, carefully, responsibly think about this question, irrespective of our origins, is what I'm going to talk about. This is very critical question for the times to come. I'll start with the context of the debate that has currently started with Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Thiru M.K. Stalin taking a position. I had some responses to that. I'll talk about that. But I'll not stay too much with the context because these things keep changing. In the last 24 hours, people have started saying that I'm Hindi chauvinist, Hindi supremacist. A month ago, I had said something about the role of governor in Tamil Nadu. Then the same people were lauding me. Now I'm Hindi supremacist. We always knew this fellow is finally Hindi wala. Tomorrow I write something about delimitation. Well, you might know, they might change their mind. These things keep happening. But let's not get swayed about it. Let's not focus on these changing reactions. Let's focus on the big picture. So the context. The central government stopped the grant of Tamil Nadu government, educational grant, on the ground that Tamil Nadu government is not accepting a formula, the three-language formula given in the national education policy. The Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu protested. He said, we will stick to two-language policy. We will not do three-language policy. And he said, this is an indirect attempt at Hindi imposition on us. So I wrote an article last week in the Indian Express saying that Tamil Nadu Chief Minister is absolutely justified in saying central government grants cannot be stopped. He's also right to say no language can be imposed on us. But he needn't oppose three-language formula. Actually, he can come up with a smart solution. He can say, well, I'll teach Hindi provided North Indian states are willing to teach Tamil. Or he could say that under the present system, we can do Tamil, Kannada, Telugu in some areas, and English. He needn't use Hindi at all. So I said, multilingualism is key to our country. And three-language formula is a very decent way of serving that multilingualism. Let's respect and nurture that. 2 days later, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Thiru Stalin tweeted something, which I thought was not right, because here he was not only opposing Hindi imposition, he was opposing Hindi as a language. And he says, Hindi has gobbled up, Hindi has eaten so many languages in our country. I didn't think it was in great taste. So I responded to him to say there was a friendly disagreement. And I said, I did not expect, I'll just read out the tweet. It's 176 words. And I really wish someone had read these 176 words. I really sometimes feel people don't even read a short text like this. So I said, disappointed to read this from a senior leader like you, Shri M.K. Stalin. I'm with you and people of Tamil Nadu in opposing the partisan governor, withholding of central grants, and imposition of any language policy. So I said, I'm with you on all these things. But opposition to central government must not become opposition to Hindi, not to Hindi as a language. You can oppose Hindi imposition, but not the language itself. This statement is poor in taste as it attacks a language, not just its jealous advocates. It's weak on facts. All modern Indian languages have been standardized by subsuming several neighboring languages, relegating them to the level of dialect. Arguing for recognition of all these languages is right. But blaming only Hindi for swallowing other languages is wrong, I said. And it's poor politics. Very few speakers of these sub-languages of Hindi are going to love you for this statement. Hindi versus Tamil is not the real battle. Bhashas, including Tamil and Hindi, versus the hegemony of English is the real linguistic apartheid in India. And I concluded by saying, you are an inheritor of a great and one of the oldest language, much older than Hindi, hoping for a final linguistic sensitivity and sensibility from you. It's long. I later felt that maybe on Twitter, people don't read something as long as that. It was less than 200 words, but even that looks like too much. So what I'm saying is that this disagreement is a friendly disagreement. It begins with three fundamental agreements. Number one, that the manner in which central government is relating to Tamil Nadu government is unacceptable. The role of Mr. Ravi, the governor of Tamil Nadu, is completely partisan. In fact, I had tweeted about it. I had done a video on this to say Mr. Ravi must go. This is unacceptable in any federal country, what they are doing. So I'm entirely with Tamil Nadu government and the people of Tamil Nadu for this. Two, I said that central government cannot take away, cannot withhold grants. In fact, that is one of the conclusions of my Indian Express article, that you cannot withhold the grant. And thirdly, as you just read, I had said, I'm in favor of opposing any imposition of any language. It should be consensus-based. And that's again something that I'm not saying for the first time. This has been a position that I've held. It comes from an ideological position that I come from, that languages cannot be imposed. And any imposition must be resisted. And hence the title of today's talk, Resist Imposition of Hindi and Hegemony of English. I'll come to that. But yes, any imposition of anything, even something that may be good, should be resisted. I completely agree. Although in the case of Hindi, it's a more complicated thing, whether it's good or not, etc. We can discuss that. But yes, opposed to imposition. Having made these fundamental agreements, I had expressed disagreement with the views of Thiru Stalin on the ground that it's not a good idea for any chief minister to run down any other language. Tomorrow, if chief ministers from North Indian states give statement running down Tamil or Telugu or anything of that kind, which happens once in a while, it's not acceptable. So I thought the tone was wrong. Two, I think factually to say that Hindi has swallowed these many languages gives you a sense as if Hindi is the only language that's doing it. Now, Mr. Stalin mentions a series of languages which today are called dialects of Hindi. He is absolutely right to say that these are and were languages. Of course, Bhojpuri, Bundelkhandi, Chhattisgarhi, Marwadi, these are languages. I would not call them merely dialects. But to say that Hindi has swallowed them and to say that only Hindi has done that is not correct, because this is exactly how all the modern languages have come up. This is true of Bengali. This is true of today's Punjabi. This is true of the languages that I have some information on. What the modern standardized languages of the kind that we have today all have come up by subsuming a number of what were then called dialects. And one standardized language has been evolved from that. Bengali was written in 3 different scripts. In fact, it was written in what is today's Bengali, which is drawn from Maithili. It was written in Kathi. It was also written in Arabic. But today we have one standardized Bengali. Many ways of speaking and writing are standardized for purposes of print media, for purposes of modern education. This has happened to all languages, not just Hindi. So to single out Hindi and to say it has swallowed is not historically correct. And finally, I thought it puts a very false binary. And that is the fundamental difference that I have. And that's something I really would like all of you to consider. The real language battle in this country is not Hindi versus Tamil or Hindi versus non-Hindi languages. This is a false opposition. We have to move to a wider, bigger picture, which is Bhasha versus English. This is not my expression. I draw it from U.R. Anantamurthy, one of the celebrated Kannada writers and thinkers and intellectuals of this country. That's the perspective in which I had said what I said.